The Joe Rogan Experience.
You know what
Anything.
Brett Weinstein said that was really interesting about this?
Is it Brett or Eric? I always think
Brett
it's Eric.
and Eric. There's brothers. They're brothers.
Oh.
They've both been on my podcast.
Oh, wow.
Eric is a mathematician who works for Peter Thiel.
Yeah, I like
and
that
Brett
guy.
is the professor from Evergreen College that got the day of absence where they made him quit because they were saying white people need to stay home. Everybody's like, that's so racist.
He's also a Jew.
Yes.
Like the Jews.
He's super progressive too.
It doesn't matter. The Jews didn't exactly have it easy.
What he was saying that's interesting, he was saying that this is not just about that. It's also about subordination, and that you're seeing this subordination play that's taking place, and that a lot of these men, like the way they're behaving to be subordinate. They're being obedience trained.
Yeah.
You know, and they're giving into it to show that you shouldn't punish me because I'm on your side, because they're terrified of the women that are wielding this power now.
Yeah, but I got a
and they're
theory.
wielding it wildly.
I got a theory about
what's
that,
the theory?
bro.
What's that theory, bro?
Well, men historically, when you create a bunch of quiet resentment, it turns into loud violence. Men are really good at. You got to be careful about emasculating men wholesale, because I always worry that it's very easy to whip them up when you got the right circumstances and the right leader. And men like to organize, and they like to fight, and they like to fight back. And that's what makes them feel significant when they've been emasculated. And I don't think it's, that's that expression, punishment doesn't change behavior, it just suppresses it.
Well, do you know that in the turn of the century, not this one but the last, there was a giant bachelor culture in America where men they had just gotten through, like a lot of it was like in the 20s too, like after the Depression. It was like the burden of having a family was just too much. It wasn't attractive to them, and there was a bunch of men that gravitated towards pool halls. And in the early 1900s in New York City, there was more than 900 pool halls in New York City.
Damn.
Just stop and think of that.
Damn.
More than 900 pool halls, and there was all these men that would just go there and they would hang out, and they were like, fuck that life. And they just didn't want to have a part of it because it was too brutal. It was too hard. All this country would need for this thing to flip on its fucking ass, all they would need is legalized prostitution. And guys would be like, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. I definitely love you. But wait a minute. What am I signing? What is this? If people found out that they could just get sex anytime they wanted, if they had $100, like if you have $100, you can get sex.
Yeah.
And you can get sex from a pretty girl, and it's clean, and you don't have to worry about it. People would be outraged. Like, well, how am I going to have power over this man if I can't control his sex? I only have him locked. Otherwise, we're just friends. See, if we're just friends, I can't have half his money. I can't tell him what to do. I can't tell him when to be home.
But let me ask you a question.
Hold on, we have to live together,
Yeah.
and I have to control his sex.
Yeah.
If we live together and then I control his sex, then I have all this power. But if they were in a situation where legalized prostitution was just like grocery stores, where it was just everywhere, what would first of all, the amount of hoes would probably be the same. It's like
They'd just be a lot richer.
now they're just doing it like under the table. It's hard to get away with it. They can get raided. There's sneakiness. There's all this, they're gold diggers instead of hoes. Some girls would just go straight into hoeing.
Yeah, but here's my question. Do you think men are more interested in sex or admiration?
There's both.
They want to be admired,
But they get fake
right?
admiration from the hoes.
Yeah, but they
I say
also
hoes
know
with all due respect.
They know it's fake, though. Like I think men
Some of them don't care, dude.
want to be admired more than anything else.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
They want
but-
their dick to be the biggest, even if it's a mushroom cap. Just make all the noise, please, and let me know I'm King Kong. And that's why, and you stick to the woman. A lot of times you'll stick to that one woman who has got your back no matter what. And she just loves
Brian,
your ass.
but you're talking about a guy who finds that. There's a lot of people out there that don't find that. And for them, legalize prostitution. Right next to Bolero. Hop on in. You get your dick sucked.
Right
they
next
give
to
you a massage.
Panera
Yeah,
Bread.
you go to
Sandwich
Panera
and a
Bread,
dick suck.
Get a grilled cheese and tomato soup. Get your dick sucked. Like, it would change, like, what people need. Like, why are you dating? Are you dating specifically for sex?
Right.
Or are you dating because you want companionship? Like, are you too consumed with work? And are you busy all day and you just like to hang out with your friends, but you get horny?
Yeah.
Because we have a solution for you.
Yeah.
And if that was the case, I'm not saying that relationships wouldn't be the same. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of relationships that wouldn't be the same.
Dude, I think you're onto something. My buddy, you know Stevie Blue Eyes, he
Sure.
was like, he would have stayed in jail if he had access to women because he was hanging out with all his friends. He was like, it was the fucking best.
That's
He goes,
hilarious.
It was the best. He goes, all we do is fuck around, laugh all day, lift weights. And, you know, the food kind of sucks, but you're all laughing and you're all in a shitty situation. So everybody gets along. He goes, if I had girls, if I had access to women, I would not have left.
That's hilarious.
This is in Fort Dix too, like, you know, the biggest federal penitentiary in the world. I was laughing.
I'm obviously torn on prostitution because I don't want anybody that I know's kids or my kids to go into prostitution. But I also don't think anybody should tell people that something that's completely legal to do for free is illegal to charge you money for.
Yeah.
Like there was some gay male escort that came out today. I put it on my Twitter about like, just let these fucking people have sex. Like some gay male escort was talking about the priests at the Vatican, and he's like naming names. I fucked that guy. I fucked him. I fucked him. He wants to suck my dick. I fucked him. And you know, they was talking about them being hypocritical. Like, yeah, they're definitely hypocritical. Let these fucking people have sex. This is crazy. Like your system doesn't work.
Yeah.
If they just let them have sex and let them have male escorts, just leave them alone. Say that's fine. Just as long as do you believe in Jesus still? Yeah. Just like dick. I believe in Jesus, but I love dick. Okay, well, Jesus must have put that love for dick in you. Jesus put that love for dick in your heart.
Well, that is the truth.
Sure.
Right?
Must have. Yeah.
I mean, the truth is, it's a complicated thing, right? Because then where do you, so like, we have these urges, and a lot of them are not very productive, right? So you want to have sex with you want to have sex with everybody you can or whatever it might be, but you know that's not viable because there are just certain trade-offs to that.
Well, you know, the viable alternative is Ex Machina. You have these AI robot fuck dolls that live in your house, but the problem is they probably get too smart and then they kill your real wife. You know,
the algorithm.
Yeah, and they figure out a way to convert your sperm into babies. They've figured out a way to create an actual digital womb.
It's kind of a good idea for a movie, dude.
Well, it's Ex Machina. That movie. Did you see that?
No.
Oh my God, it's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah, one of top 20 all-time favorite movies.
I'm obsessed with Black Mirror.
It's basically an hour and 45-minute Black Mirror.
Wow.
Ex Machina is amazing. Yeah, I do love Black Mirror. It's awesome. But Ex Machina is actually even more intense. Wow. It's a really well-done movie about AI. And it has very few cut the shit scenes. Like when you're watching it, you're like, whoa.
Like all of this could be possible. In other words?
100%. Yeah.